accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So UCLA's offense will have the ball first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put...
There he goes! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fakes the grab on the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're...
Oh, a lot of space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one...
Oh, he's got some space. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Williams will pass. Firing to the right, complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Williams. And he's still running after the move. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Huskies. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Bruins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. On target. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? That's looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lost to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pocket breaking down. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own rules. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 21 to Cal. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. And the Bruins brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Flores. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working that left side now. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Here comes the heat. Got it in stride inside the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Right on the money. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big...
Touchdown, Washington! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's why this guy is so such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the...
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Knocked out of bounds, they're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Trying to pull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Forced out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contempt. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Otten. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Going up top again. Fires to the big fella. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Their catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Here's the heat.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterbacks got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Complete out of the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the football.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Bring in the heat. No way to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Looking for space, it's Coleman. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. On the run, still looking. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
They boot it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over.
Hickoff, what a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bruins. Now this defense taking one back to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Ramblin' Wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
QB slice it. No gain on the play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Williams looking for a man. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation.